Hey, I'm Bailey and today we're up in the Darling Ranges taking a nice hike through John Forest National Park. Let's do it! So the first stop on our tour of the John Forest National Park is Herbert Dam. Hope it was exciting for you because it's pretty freaking empty at the moment and not a whole lot going on there. So we're going to head on back and start walking out towards the historic train tunnels. So we've just crossed the Jane Brook Bridge. Lots of freaking alliteration going on in this park. I'm going to start off with a couple of kilometers around the National Park Falls, which should hopefully have some water flowing, which would be nice. And then we're going to take a little detour across to the Swan View Tunnel and show you guys what it used to look like, I suppose. Haven't been here in a long time. They've been making a lot of changes, a lot of restoration. It costs money to come here now. It's about $13, which sucks, but what can you do? I suppose it helps to keep the park nice and neat and organized and all that sort of jazz, which is good. And the trails are really well maintained. I'm walking on practically a road at the moment, so I have nothing to complain about really, except for the two buses full of Guildford grammar kids. Hopefully they're fucking off soon. So here at the Park Falls, and as predicted, it is dry as shit. So take a quick detour up to the Eagle View Lookout, I think, which is about another 1.5 to 2 k's up the hill. So that gives us something pretty to look at than just barren fucking rocks. And then we'll come and head back up that path, which heads up to the Swan View train tunnel. Alright, let's head out. Well, we've just come off like a super easy path and now we're into this narrow, rocky, hilly, crumbly bullshit that's got stinging, sharp plants on either side. This eagle better have some bloody view. And yeah, I can already say it's worth it. Just being able to see that valley all behind me. This camera's probably not doing it justice at all. It's lovely. It's like something out of a Banjo Paterson painting. Banjo Paterson didn't paint paintings. They wrote poems? Books? The fuck did Banjo Paterson do? Are they even a real person? I'm not sure if this is actually the Eagle View Lookout or not, but we've got great views behind me of the entire valley and of the entire national park going out that way and around. Freaking gorgeous. So we're going to take a quick breather and then we're going to head back to the National Park Falls where we started and then add along that path all the way up to the Swan View train tunnels. And we're going to get there through the power of editing. But first, Perth! I walked off that rock and saw a sign that said lookout and I was like, okay, well, we'll give it a bash, and we walked around the hill about a couple hundred meters, just opened up, and here is the proper lookout and not just some random rocks that I climbed on. So it's a real proper lookout. You can see the entire coastal flats and all of Perth City, even with the shitty weather. That's pretty great. We're going to take a quick break, have a quick snack, and then we're going to walk all the way back to Nature Park Falls and onto the tunnels. So I continue to suck at reading signs. I took a bit of a detour down through a much narrower, much rockier, much steeper path to Jane Brook, which I'm currently standing in the middle of, right in the center of the valley. So there is a path that continues back towards Nature Falls, which is that way, but I'm fairly certain that just up that rise is the tunnel. So I'm gonna see if there's like a way I can scramble up it without, you know, destroying the natural environment or anything like that, and save myself a 4-kilometer loop trying to get there and back again. So on the side of what looks like a trail, but it could also be like a rabbit trail or like a sheep trail or something like that. There's no footprints on it. Very, very narrow. It's right on the side of this bloody cliff. I guess we'll just cross our fingers. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling confident. We made it back on the Tunnel Reserve Road, this, you know, gravelly path, and the first tunnel will be just around the bend. This is the Swanview Rail Tunnel. It's opened in 1896. For a while there, it was Perth's only bloody tunnel. And then it was kind of useless. It didn't really match up with the trains that they were using. And so they closed it in 1960. Now it's just part of a hike. Nice, it's pretty, but what bloody purpose does it serve? It's a nice shitty tourist attraction though. It looks cool, it looks important, it looks like it served a purpose once, but it really never did. So I've been a little bit more negative than usual today, and I'm sorry about that. I think it's just because, you know, you have to pay to get into John Forest. It's beautiful and I love it, but once you put a price tag on something, it kind of becomes a bit more of an attraction than just like an area that's cool to visit. Kind of sucks. You know, it's a bit lackluster when there's no water flowing down, you know, waterfalls, but even when it's dry, it's bloody beautiful, and when you got it all to yourself, it's hard to fucking complain about. So yeah, we're gonna walk back to the car park now, 2.5 k's down this shitty little road, and we'll see what we can do. We've just gotten back to the car park and there is like a shit ton of kangaroos just over there at like a watering hole or something. And you can see if we can get a closer look. So, not a watering hole, but just eating seeds or nuts off the ground. There's a pub right there, so I guess the pub feeds them, which is pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, not bad, seeing like a bloody dozen kangaroos hanging out. And all this time I was thinking the actual animal count for this area has been really, really low. Not a bad way to finish. Okay, done. Thanks so much for coming with me. What was your favourite part of John Forest National Park? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm Bailey, I live here. I'll see you next week.